Thank you for stopping by. This is Jeffrey Weiss, your political activist, bringing you stories of local and international news. Today we discuss, so, you believe in Bigfoot? Well, here's the true story behind the myth. On August 27, 1958, a bulldozer operator, Ray Wallace, working for a Northern California logging company, was clearing away brush and stumps near Bluff Creek, about 300 miles north of San Francisco, when he found enormous man-like footprints in the mud. He relayed the news to the other workers and learned that they too had spotted mammoth tracks at several locations. News of this sighting was published by the Humboldt Times. Giant footprints puzzled residents. The story contained the first recorded use of the name Bigfoot. Was the story true? No. After Wallace died in 2002, his children revealed a secret that their father had concealed for decades. He made the footprints by stomping in the mud on a carved wooden foot. It was all a joke, the children explained. However, for people who desperately need something to brighten their dull, repetitive, boring lives, the story has endured. The Chinese call it urine. The Australians call it Yahweh. The Canadians, Sasquatch. But all describe a 8 to 12 foot beast weighing 800 pounds. Today, interest in Bigfoot is at an all-time high. In May, thousands of believers will attend one of the largest ever Bigfoot conferences in Ohio. Sightings of a half-man, half-beast have been reported by people all over the world, none of whom were scientists or members of Mensa. They were idiots in search of excitement. A sighting or a sighting shared was like getting high on a drug. In 2008, two Georgia men, average IQ in Georgia 85, claimed to have received a Bigfoot corpse. But after a media frenzy, they admitted they purchased a Bigfoot costume and stuffed it with roadkill. But the most famous hoax was in 1967, when two men, certified retarded, made a 59-second film showing an ape-like creature walking around near Bluff Creek, where the original footprints were found. Years later, the costume manufacturer said he sold the gorilla suit to the two men. Scientifically, there is not a single iota of evidence that Bigfoot is real. Mark Wilson, a natural sciences professor who studied the sightings, said, "No bodies, no bones, no hair, no skin, no DNA have ever been collected. Just stories fabricated by people who need a little excitement in their lives or a desire to be in the news." What researchers did find was that Bigfoot sightings corresponded to black bear habitat. When up on their hind legs, black bears can look very tall and human-like with their outstretched arms. Based on sightings, it would mean that there is now more than one Bigfoot, which means they would have bred and there would now be dozens or even hundreds of Bigfoots. My suggestion would be to bring something exciting into your life, like mountain climbing, skydiving, or group sex. Then you can satisfy your need to make up or pass along ridiculous stories. My belief is that Bigfoot sightings correlate with the increase in pot smoking, hallucinogenic use, meth, and fentanyl psychosis. If my articles interest you, please use the link to check out my website and books. Thank you very much.